Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the YouTube channel for Peacefully Wired. My name is Matt, aka Peacefully Wired. And in this video, I wanted to talk about there are no guarantees that you will recover from OCD, even if you do the work, and how important that is to understand. And I know that that might be triggering and give you some anxiety, but it's a really important thing to comprehend. And before I go any further, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about my content, good or bad. I really don't care. Please, give me some feedback and let me know what kind of content you'd like to see, and I will do my best to accommodate. So there are no guarantees on the OCD journey that you will recover, even if you put in the work. Why is this important to understand? Well, for me, it helped me shift almost in the moment that my coach told me that there are no guarantees. Like I could put all this work in and not recover. I wanted to recover very badly. I had been struggling for a long time, and I had probably been like a lot of people out there, gone through all the different things that there is, and they still continue to suffer on the chronic level. And I wanted to get better. And so when my coach told me that, I had this shift from most of my life not really putting effort into things because there was no guarantee of an outcome, whether that be work, school, athletics, relationships, right? Not putting in the effort because I was not guaranteed that it was going to work out. And there was always uncertainty there. I couldn't deal with uncertainty. Hey, that's part of having OCD, right? But those are some things in ways in my life that I was really held back, never putting my full effort into things, because if I try really, really hard and what happens if I fail, right? That fear as well. And I had to really come to terms with, you know what, I really want to recover. I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to put this work in. And the idea about doing something and putting a full effort into it without the guarantee of a gratification at the end is a very important skill to learn, not just for OCD recovery, but just in life. How many people don't start things, don't change careers, don't go from a job that they don't particularly like to opening a business or following their dreams because there is no guarantee and there's a lot of uncertainty about that transition. We don't want to talk about doing anything like irresponsible, right? But a lot of people don't try things in life because there's no guarantee that it's going to work. How many people don't get into relationships because there's no guarantee that if they give their love to somebody that they're going to get that love reciprocated? Friendships, animals. I get a new animal. We just got a new cat. I put all my love into it. There's no guarantee that the cat doesn't develop some type of sickness, or that God forbid, gets out and we never see him again, or gets hit by a car, right? And even despite all those things, I'm going to love my kitty, right? And it's so interesting how in some parts of our life we'll like give all of ourselves to something despite there's no guarantee, but then in other areas we really hold back. And so I wanted my whole life to be that way. I wanted my whole life to move in the direction where I'm going to put my effort into something. Peacefully Wired is a perfect example, right? Um, I learned this stuff from a specific group that's also on this platform, and they have way more people than I do. They have way more content. They are putting out content at a rapid pace, and I put out maybe a couple of things a day, if that. And sometimes, I really do kind of not feel threatened by what they do because I learn from them. So I'm glad that they're there, and I'm glad that people can learn. But I'm also trying to build something. I do have my own take and my own perspective on life and my own way of looking at things and my own personality. And I wanted to do this on my own, and I have to accept that there's no guarantee that I'm going to be successful at this, but I'm doing it anyways. And that has never been something in my life. I've always been afraid to take the risk or take the leap because I didn't know if I'm going to take my spare time. My spare time right now, I could be doing something else with my life, right? I could be, Netflix and chilling. I'm actually supposed to be making dinner for us, and I'm delaying that a little bit so I can make this video. But there's no guarantee. There are guarantees that if I just sat and watched television, at least I'd be entertained. There's a guarantee that if I went out and had some drinks, right, that I'll be able to catch a buzz and maybe have a good time. Not always a guarantee, right? But there's a guarantee I could listen to some music and feel good. There's a guarantee that our dinner will be amazing, right? There's all these things that I could do that will probably have a great turnout and or have a great just an end result. But there's no guarantee that I'm going to continue to put this effort in and this content out, and that anybody's even going to really respond to it, and that it's ever going to go anywhere, and that I'm going to be able to essentially, I mean, I already have clients. I call them students. I already have students. I have people that I'm helping. I want to grow that. I have a website. I have a Google business page. I have, a social media presence. I'm on all the platforms. I'm not really on Facebook. I am on Instagram. But regardless of all that, right? Taking that idea, there's no guarantees that you're going to recover. There's no guarantees that you're going to succeed at anything, and still putting the effort into life anyways helps me plug back into life, will help you plug back into life and do things anyways, right? And then you'll start taking your internal thermometer. You'll start taking that gauge off of how you're feeling all the time. Am I getting better? Am I getting better? Am I getting better? And that's the intention. I really believe that's the intention of something of that in life, is just to plug into life and do it no matter what. Even if you're anxious, even if you're not certain, even if you have doubt about something, do it anyways and continue to do it. And that gets you to live life. And that's essentially what I wanted to do. And that's what I am doing. So there are no guarantees. Put the work in anyway, into whatever you're doing, right? Even if you don't have OCD, take the risk. Like I said, not irresponsibly, but take the risk. If you're in a job that you don't like, and you have dreams, and you have a talent, or you have a product or something that you can give to people, you could sell. If you have, if you're a cook and you have some type of food or an idea for a restaurant, right? Whatever it might be, whatever you're concerned about taking that leap, because there's going to be effort and time and no guarantee. While you have a guaranteed check over here, right? And a guaranteed job. I'm not telling anybody to just leave their job and forget their life, but essentially, like, it is kind of what I'm talking about, right? To a certain degree. Like, you want to weigh out the pros and cons, obviously, but you really want to move towards doing things that you want to do and live your life, even if there's no guarantee that something's going to come out of it. It's a really great skill to build. It's a really great way to look at OCD recovery, and it's a really great way to look at life. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Again, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think, and start getting to work on your dreams. Bye.